As we celebrate World Press Freedom Day, I'm reminded of all our incredible journalists who defend press freedom in some of the world's most restrictive media environments day after day. Thank you, my colleagues. Thank you for all you do. Access to fact-based objective journalism is a basic human right. But unfortunately, in many places, press freedom still isn't a given. Many of our own journalists have been targeted, detained, or worse, just for doing their jobs, including RFERL's own Alsu Kurmashiva. Alsu has been unjustly detained in a Russian prison for months in dire conditions, removed from her family and everything she knows. Journalism is not a crime, and it's time for Alsu to come home. Around the globe, the state of press freedom is in jeopardy, but we cannot be deterred. We must fight to defend it. And today I stand alongside you, my colleagues, and in solidarity with all the brave, resilient journalists, both within our own entities and around the world, who courageously report the truth, often while facing extraordinary challenges. The tireless work you do shows people they have a choice, the freedom to wear what they want to wear, to do what they want to do, to love who they want to love. And for many, your reporting is a glimpse into a different way of life. Happy World Press Freedom Day, all of you, and thank you.
Every day at VOA could be called World Press Freedom Day. Since 1942, VOA journalists have demonstrated that a free press matters. We reach more than 354 million people a week in 48 languages, bringing America's story to audiences in countries where the press is not free. On May 3rd, we join the world in commending all journalists, especially at VOA and within the USAGM family, for their commitment to world press freedom.
I'm Steve Kappas, the President and CEO of Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty. World Press Freedom Day is not just another day on the calendar. For RFERL, it symbolizes the very principles around which we were founded more than 70 years ago. But we do spend a lot of time looking at the calendar these days and marking the number of days that our colleagues have been imprisoned. Ihar has been imprisoned now for more than 1,400 days. Vlad, more than 1,150. Andre, beyond 900 days. And then there's Alsu. She's at 200 days and counting. It's time for them to all come home. And what better day than World Press Freedom Day? Independent journalists worldwide need to be able to act with their own safety intact every day and without fear of imprisonment, harassment, and intimidation. World Press Freedom Day is something that we observe every day.
On World Freedom Day, we honor those who are brave and who work in extreme conditions searching for the truth. From war zones to under the shadow of oppression, journalists risk their lives in the pursuit of truth. In Cuba, voices like Lázaro Yuri Valleroca, José Luis Tan Estrada, and Camila Acosta, among others, are silenced for telling the stories that no one dares to tell. Yet their mission remains vital, perilous yet honorable. Let's salute all journalists who persevere regardless of the odds.
Hello, I'm Bei Fong, President and CEO of Radio Free Asia. World Press Freedom Day serves as a reminder of the resilience of journalists working across the globe, of the stories they share, the voices they uplift, and their unwavering dedication to the truth. But it's also a reminder of the immense threats they face, from transnational repression to digital harassment to imprisonment and even death. Press freedom is a human right, one that is integral to a healthy global society. Without it, we lose our democratic ideals and the foundation of our institutions. It's up to us to protect it at all costs. RFA stands with the brave individuals working tirelessly to rebuild public trust through fact-based journalism. For Evan Gershkovich, for Alsu Kurmashiva from our sister network Radio Free Europe, for award-winning Burmese filmmaker and RFA contributor Shin Dewi, who was sentenced to life in prison by Myanmar's military junta earlier this year. for all those putting their own freedoms on the line to hold malign actors to account and empower countless listeners with timely news. We owe them more than gratitude. We must ensure they are able to safely and freely continue their essential work. I ask you to join me in honoring these reporters and all of those who continue to risk their lives and their freedom to bring us the truth. Thank you.
To speak to World Press Freedom Day is important. It's an honor. It's a great responsibility. If you look around the world, pretty much anywhere, the authoritarian regimes are becoming bolder, more brazen, more repressive. What do we do? As USAGM, as right now, in my current role with MBN, we promote and advance values through independent, quality, honest, responsible reporting and analysis. This is crucial to the defense, the promotion of liberal democracy. It's the oxygen of civil society. It's an immense responsibility and opportunity never to be taken for granted.
Hi, I'm Laura Cunningham, the president of the Open Technology Fund. As we reflect on World Press Freedom Day, I am proud of OTF's role advancing internet freedom to deliver trusted, independent news to growing audiences around the world. OTF-supported circumvention tools make media freedom a reality for millions of people in China, Iran, Russia, and other digital authoritarian states. In the last 3 years alone, demand for these tools has quadrupled and continues to grow. OTF is also committed to making sure journalists can safely do their important work by supporting security-enhancing and privacy-preserving tools that reduce the risk of authoritarian surveillance and reprisal. It is a privilege to work with our broadcast partners to advance a free press through a free and open internet. Happy World Press Freedom Day.